Hi, everybody. I'm Susan Jessup. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a RIP Master Trainer. And you are watching GoTarryn TV.
Hey everybody, this is GoTarryn TV. I'm Tarryn the Traveling Trainer. It's episode 507, and here side by side today, we have a first-time guest on GoTarryn TV via Skype. She's also out of Atlanta, Georgia. She's been a RIP trainer now, a master trainer for RIP for 4 years, and has also been teaching exercise and fitness for 30 years. And so let me introduce her, Susan Jessup. Susan, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great. It's good to be here. How are you?
Great, thank you. It's great to have you on. I really appreciate you coming on. And I got your contact information from Family Life Center, where we both mutually train at, and through Todd Washington's social media posting. I'm going to ask you about that. I'm going to ask you about RIP training, R.I.P.P.E.D, what it stands for. But before we even get into that, if people out there are watching and they haven't met you for the first time, this will be very refreshing. So let me start by asking, can you tell everyone out there a little bit about yourself and where you're from, please?
Sure. Okay, so got my name. My name is Susan. Just so you know, if you're in the RIP community, everybody calls me Big Red.
Big Red. I like that.
Gum. Everybody calls me Big Red. Anyway, I am a true Southern-born peach right here out of Atlanta.
Nice.
I started taking fitness classes when I was 13.
Wow.
Started teaching when I was 16 years old. So
Oh, wow.
years. Yeah.
Wow.
So there's not much out there that I haven't done or taught. And before that, I was a cheerleader. So, lots of energy. But yeah, my background is all fitness. In the past, I've owned a couple of gyms.
Yep.
And a karate school. And you know what? I haven't had that much downtime. I think any other business, I'd probably be looking at retirement, but I don't think I can do that. I can't sit still long enough.
I could relate to that. And yeah, I'm going to ask you about that too with the businesses.
Sure.
But yeah, like I said, just it's an honor to have you on. You seem like a very busy person. I can't thank you enough for taking time out with your busy schedule being here. So now let me gather. You are from Atlanta, then? Is that correct?
Absolutely. I'm South Side girl. I graduated from Forest Park.
Ah, okay. I'm familiar with that area. I used to, side note, just for fun trivia, I used to manage a Waffle House down that way in Rex. I don't know if you've heard of Rex. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. And one of the training stores for Waffle House is actually near Forest Park. It's on 1941 Terra Boulevard. So I'm very familiar with that area.
Yeah, you know all about it then.
Yeah, that's too funny. We'll have to chat more about that too. So, so you've been here. Is your family, I assume, here too, and everyone else here locally in Atlanta?
Pretty much. My family are actually they're true-born Yankees. They're from Ohio, but
Oh, wow.
they've been down here their whole lives. And like I said, grew up in Forest Park. And even though far now, I'm in McDonough, so I'm still South Side girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know McDonough too. Let's see, near, I guess, Locust Grove, you got the Tanger Outlet malls down that way too.
In fact, that's right down the street from my house.
Ah, nice. Excellent. Yeah, again, that used to be my old stomping ground. So that's awesome. That's really, really cool. I like that area down there. It's really beautiful. It's not as crazy, as in like Atlanta, like Buckhead, in terms of...
I don't know. Right now it kind of is because, you can't get south anywhere without going through Henry County, and everything's under construction, so it's a nightmare.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, gosh.
So, don't visit now. Visit when the construction is done.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Oh, gosh. Absolutely. It seems like there's construction all the time down that way, every time I've been down there, especially off 75.
Outgrown infrastructure so fast.
Yeah, we've seen it happening with Atlanta for sure. Let me ask you this, Susan, because this is pretty interesting. My next question was centered around some of the fitness conferences and some of the big ones. You've named them off in the email when we were replying back and forth for each other. So you have presented at several of them, and one including the Arnold Classic. Is that correct?
Actually, yeah, I had a friend who lives up there, and Amy Wilson, who's another personal trainer for RIP,
Okay.
set up a place for us to showcase RIP at the Arnold.
Wow.
And so we were on stage. You know what's really sad is we're on stage, we're presenting, and the Arnold is huge. I don't know if you know how big it is. There are so many venues for the Arnold. We were in one side room. There's like 20 things going on all at one time.
Okay.
But at the time that I was presenting, I actually had shingles.
Oh no! Oh wow!
That's
Yeah.
terrible. I'm popping drugs and trying not to freak out when I'm presenting. I get on stage and I do my thing and I get off and I pop more drugs. It's terrible. I would not recommend that for anything because if you have shingles, you don't want to sweat. So yeah, that was
Oh
interesting. But it was a
yeah.
good weekend. It was very fun to see all of the stuff that goes on up there. I mean, they even do fencing.
Oh no kidding!
It's not just
Really?
bodybuilding. They had stuff for gymnastics and cheerleading and group fitness, and I was blown away by how much stuff they actually have going on at that classic.
Wow! Wow! That's an yeah. That's exciting. And how about the other one that I'm familiar with, the SCW? Is that one coming up soon? From what I
Actually,
remember,
it's this weekend.
is this coming week? Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
thought. Yeah.
pre-con actually right now, but the regular convention is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's this weekend.
Wow, cool. That's awesome. And how was it presenting at, like, say, that one and a few of the other conferences that you've presented at?
It's so much fun. And
Yeah.
the difference is, when you're teaching class, you got people who are coming in and they just want you to entertain them because they're working out and they're like, oh, please get me through this day. But you're at a convention with other fitness people, you feel like a rock star on stage. All feeding you their energy and they all want to work out and they're all excited to be there. And so it's a completely different scenario. It is a very big rush.
Yeah, for anybody out there who hasn't been to one of those, even if they're not interested in health and fitness, I highly recommend they should go, because what I always find fascinating and fun is the new gadgets and, hey, this is the new exciting fitness toy that we've got that we're launching.
Yeah. Plus, you can do shopping. They have all kind of fun discounts. So even if you're like one of those people who just goes to get a new outfit,
yeah,
you get a discount on it too. And good high quality stuff, not like what you find in, other, I'm not going to say the store.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is you get your goodie bag, and I remember going through there, all these conferences, you could leave out with a ton of free samples because they love to give the free samples out.
Exactly,
so
exactly.
It's well worth it. That's cool.
You can just go walk around and see. And actually, there's a couple of presentations this weekend.
Okay.
There is a water presentation, and I believe there's also one for trends in fitness, and they are free and open to the public.
Oh, that's excellent. I assume you're going to this weekend?
I am. I'm not presenting this year, but I am going.
Very cool. Isn't it usually at the Cobb Galleria? Is that still where they're having it?
Actually, it's at a new location. It's the Hyatt in Buckhead.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, very, very cool.
So I'm going to go and represent R.I.P.P.E.D. I'll be walking around. If anybody sees me, come say hello. But yeah, I'll be walking around wearing my R.I.P.P.E.D. gear, seeing all my friends.
Yeah, certainly. Let me ask you this, Susan, because at an early age, you said 16 years old, what was it that inspired you or that stuck out with that aha moment where you're like, I really like doing this, and you just jumped full forward into doing it in fitness?
Actually, I think it started because I was a cheerleader. I started cheering when I was 6 years old.
Oh, 6. Wow. Gosh. Oh.
So I haven't had really too much of my life that wasn't very active.
Right.
But I'm kind of a spotlight hog. I mean, I don't mind sharing the spotlight, and I'm not a diva about it or anything, but I'm one of those people that I have to be leading it. I have a big mouth, and I'm very animated, as you can tell. I'm all over the place. So standing in the back row is not really my style. I'm more of a front row, center kind of person. And so cheerleading was great. But when I started working out, I realized I could be in front of the classroom and not only kind of get people going with my energy, but I didn't realize how much you motivate other people. And it started out being just kind of one of those things that I wanted to do to keep moving, but it's grown into more of a, wow, I can change people's lives.
Oh, that's excellent. Wow, that's really, really nice. And let me ask you about this, because before we started recording, we were talking about being featured in videos, and I know that some of the territories of training videos include the Southeast region around here, and you're also doing some work with North Carolina. Can you tell us about that as well, like what you've done with being on videos around here?
Yeah, well, actually, the videos that I've been in are exclusive for R.I.P.P.E.D. trained instructors.
Oh, okay.
They learn their stuff.
Yeah.
But I am in what's our local station in Henry County. It's SCB TV, because I'm pretty sure you probably don't get that up there. But I do a fitness show. I've done that off and on for several years.
Nice.
I film it out of the gym that I work out of, which is Gold's Gym in McDonough.
Okay.
So yeah, that is actually ongoing. But the videos that I've presented in are for our instructors.
Oh, wow.
That out in Los Angeles. So those videos are actually nationwide to every instructor that's part of the R.I.P.P.E.D family.
Oh, okay, okay, that's exciting. Oh, and then let me ask you this too. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the special populations that you've worked with in clientele?
Sure. Yeah, I am a personal trainer, but I found I just feel better if I'm helping folks that need me, and I mean really need me.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
not saying that everybody comes into the gym is perfect right off the bat, and they don't need a little encouragement, a little help. But I'm talking about the people who are really scared or really, don't know what to do, or they have some kind of special need. And I don't mean, I'm not talking about like mentally maybe,
Right.
but it could be. One of my clients actually, he's not very old. He's 36, 35, 36, something like that. And a few years ago, he had a sinus infection that abscessed into his brain.
Oh, wow.
And when they finally figured out what's going on, it set off a series of strokes. So he's in a wheelchair. He, can't really take care of himself. It's really sad because mentally he's there. He's just kind of trapped in this body that won't work with him anymore. So I work with him, and let me tell you something. When I work with when I work with these what I call special populations, I get really creative with a lot of the stuff that I can do with them. So he has range of motion. We do a lot of stretching and stuff like that. I work with clients who are coming off of injuries. They've finished their rehab. They've gone through the rehab, but they just need something more than just, okay, here's the gym, go work out.
Right.
I work more with that kind of client than somebody who's training to be a bodybuilder or something.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's excellent. Wow. Wow. I've never heard of such a thing happening with the gentleman you were just describing. That's
really sad.
Yeah. 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 Oh, wow. As far as, let me ask you this too, Susan, because with the certifications that you've taken, and a lot of them are just, the who's who and best nationally accredited ones I've seen, especially ACE being one of the top, cream of the crop with personal training certification. Can you tell us a little bit about your training and, certification, continuing education, and what you like most about that, please?
Well, honestly, I have a book of certifications. And I've been doing this for so long. I've got all the big names, and then I've got some of the smaller ones too. But I have the general, the overall, and then I have some specialty certifications like Pilates and Aqua and Zumba and all of that stuff. And most of the programs out there, they want you to have a basic certification, and then you get more of a specialty certification.
Yeah.
I got all. It cost me a fortune to keep up the CECs, but usually the conventions that we're talking about, you can get everything in one shot. Plus, you find out what's going on and new and happening and where the trends are going in fitness. So, even though it's expensive, I do love my certificates because as when you're out in the public, you got to have your liability and you got to have your reputation. It's got to be ready. It's got to be spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And that's awesome. You're staying on it. And I could really tell this fitness is definitely your life. It's consumed everything. I didn't know just now until you said you also teach, you said, was it Zumba and other group exercise classes too? Is that right?
Well, like I said, there's not much out there that I haven't done.
Wow.
I used to slide way back in the day.
Oh, cool. Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I remember that. Wow.
Started teaching step when it came out.
Cool.
Unfortunately, I taught during the era where we wore leg warmers and belts and leotards with the tights. Yeah, I wore all that stuff too. I'm glad that's over. I still have the big hair though.
Yeah, let me ask you, is that your natural hair color, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, kind of. I'm more of a strawberry blonde.
Yeah.
Either way, and it just so happened when I got hired on as a trainer for R.I.P.P.E.D, I was red at the time, and they started calling me Big Red, and so I go with the red because it's kind of like, hey, there she is. There's that red hair. They know her. They know me by my red hair.
I like it. It's really, really pretty. And I like the highlights too in it too. It's really.
Well, yeah. Don't look nice. Up here. It's time to get color again.
Oh, that's excellent. Let me ask you this, Susan. This is terrific. I'm having a lot of fun here. Let's move on to me asking you about this high-intensity interval class called R.I.P.P.E.D. And for the folks, if they haven't heard of it, R.I.P.P.E.D, can you take us through actually each letter and what R.I.P.P.E.D. RIP stands for, and what is RIP training, please?
Absolutely. I have to tell you, let me just tell you this, because I've taught a lot of stuff. RIP is my absolute favorite.
Good.
And I'm kind of biased because I am a trainer, but I wasn't a trainer when I did it the first time. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to find out why right now.
Sure.
First thing I want to point out, too, you said high intensity interval training. Okay. I want to make sure that everybody hears not high impact. There's a lot of folks out there who kind of get scared when they hear high anything.
Right.
Because it doesn't appeal to everybody. And the name RIP can actually be kind of intimidating.
Yes.
But the truth is, it's an acronym. Okay, so every letter is a piece of the class. So here we go. Resistance is our R, and we focus on biceps, triceps, and shoulders. In the class, we only use hand weights or a resistance tube or body weight. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to have a lot of stuff to do it. Okay. So we focus on bicep, tricep, and shoulders and resistance. Now, in interval training, and anybody who's not familiar with interval training, basically the goal is take your heart rate up and then come back down and then back up and back down. And that's all we do in interval. And it's light and it's fun, and most of the moves are basic that everybody can get. I mean, we do jogs, we do jumping jacks, you know, we do little side-to-side hops, whatever it is, and they go up and they go down. There's always a level 1, then you can decide if you want to go to level 2.
Okay.
Yeah. The first P is for power, and that's where we get into the big muscle groups. Back, your chest, your glutes, your legs, all of that kind of stuff. You'll see squats, you'll see lunges, sometimes we do push-ups, but as always, there's an option for everybody.
Good.
Now, the second P is plyometrics, but in our plyometric track, we focus on 3 things: agility, coordination, and then explosiveness. So even though it does say plyo, and plyo means, you know, you're going to bounce around, of course you can take the bounce out, but we're going to work on some stuff that everybody needs. Coordination is a big deal, you know, especially since in our population right now, the over 50 population is the biggest. Yeah. So that's where we need them. We need them to get that coordination. We need them to think.
Yeah.
So we fight off Alzheimer's.
Yeah, good point. Absolutely.
And then the E is endurance. And for endurance, we use mixed martial arts to bring out the endurance portion. And the kickboxing part is like my baby because I have a background in martial arts. And I love it. And, you know, just kind of off the wall, I've actually done a lot of the choreography for some of the recent releases. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Wow.
Now the D part, the diet and nutrition, which, you know what? I really hate the word diet. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but when people say they're on a diet, it doesn't make any sense because every single person on the planet is on a diet. Your diet is what you eat.
Right.
You either choose to make it a good diet or you choose to make it a bad diet.
Yeah, good point.
The cool thing about our diet and nutrition portion is we don't promote, you got to have this supplement, you got to eat this way. It's all about blood sugar stabilization. So it will work for everybody.
Good.
I mean, everybody. Even diabetics and stuff like that because, you know, blood sugar is all they're about is blood sugar stabilization. So our stuff for the diet will work for everybody.
That's excellent. Wow, that was brilliant that you broke that down perfectly. And I know you'd said, let's go back one letter, the E, endurance. That was your favorite section. What was the martial arts that you're trained in with your background in martial arts training?
Judo.
Oh, okay.
The Morris style.
Very cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I used to own a school way back in the day.
Okay. Wow, that's really, really cool. And that was my next question too, because you had owned the martial arts school, and you said, was it 2 or 3 other Gold's gyms? 3, actually.
Okay. I'm not part of that anymore. I'm just the fitness coordinator for the Gold's gyms in Henry County.
Okay.
Yeah, at one point in time, you know, I was very busy as an owner, but I'm more into focusing in doing the training for R.I.P.P.E.D. Because I want to bring as many instructors into it as possible. I told you what it was all about. I told you it was my favorite program to teach because there's so much in it. It's basically how many classes in one. You know, you're going to get weights, so you're going to get resistance and build some, not really build muscle. You don't bulk up with hand weights.
Sure.
But you're going to really, you know, have that strong, lean look to you. Plus, you're going to get cardio. In the stretch portion, we even do some yoga stuff. There's an optional core section at the end of the track and the endurance. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, you can either go to an all weights class or you can go to a step class, which is all cardio, or you can go to an all yoga class, or you can go to something like R.I.P.P.E.D, which is all wrapped up in a nice little package for you that has everything.
Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like the total package.
It is, absolutely.
That's excellent. Who can take R.I.P.P.E.D and who can't, Susan? Like, is it restricted, would you say, to any special, like, for example, age restriction or large, obese? You know, what would you say in terms of who can or who cannot take the class?
I would say if your doctor has restricted you from doing anything in particular, you want to check with them before you do any kind of exercise regimen.
Sure.
But R.I.P.P.E.D actually will work for everybody.
That's good.
I teach a silver sneakers class as well. I teach seniors.
Nice.
And I have 66, 67, 68-year-olds that take my R.I.P.P.E.D class.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I like what you said earlier, too, when you introduced it, that it's not high impact necessarily, so it's not going to be very damaging on the joints and a lot of, just different overshock on joints and muscles. But that's really, really good.
What else is really cool about R.I.P.P.E.D is that it is plateau proof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, everybody hits that plateau. You've heard through training that every couple of, 6 to 8 weeks, you got to switch up what you're doing, or you hit the spot and you don't get results anymore. Mm-hmm. Well, the cool thing about R.I.P.P.E.D is because it's broken down into those sections, we can mix those sections up. Say, for example, when you come to class, after the warm-up, I take you through resistance in order, R.I.P.P.E.D.
Uh-huh.
But what if I did warm-up and then power first, and then endurance, and then R.I.P.? You see what I'm saying?
Ah, right, of course.
Different class. Even if I was doing the same exact tracks, just a different order, it's going to shake up your workout every time you do it.
That's ingenious. Oh, wow, that really gives. And how long did you say the class is about, roughly?
It's an hour.
It's an hour long. That's great. Excellent. And so that you're talking about burning a lot of calories during that hour, which is
700 to 1,000. They've done tests.
That is what it's all about. That's an efficient way to burn those calories. Excellent.
I want it in. I want to get in, get it done, be done with it. I don't want to have to work out for 3 hours to burn that calories.
Yeah, it sounds very efficient, and again, it sounds like it encompasses everything you need, which is perfect. So let me ask this, Susan, because I saw your contact from Todd Washington. He's the manager at Family Life Center. August, I believe it's the 20th. Is there a class that we're promoting at Family Life Center? Can you tell us about that and how you got connected to the Family Life Center, please?
Well, August the 20th is actually a free master class. It sounds really fancy, and it just means because I'm a master trainer that I'm teaching the class, so they call it a master class.
Okay.
It's R.I.P.P.E.D. It's not anything fancy.
Yeah.
Come take class. It's open. It's free to everybody. You can come try it out and see what it's all about. So that's just the class on the 20th. Then September 10th, for anybody that wants to be an instructor or anybody that wants to have access to the material to work out at home, they can go through and become trained to teach the class, and I will be the trainer.
Excellent. And where's that going to be held at? Is that
at the Life Center?
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
And as far as how I hooked up with Todd, most of the time it's a lot of word of mouth, or they've seen the program somewhere, or they've tried it at a convention, or an instructor may come in and go, "Hey, do you have this class? I need to do this class at their facility."
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I think that's a wonderful idea that they're bringing it there. Have you been to Family Life Center?
Actually, I haven't been there.
Okay.
Because I teach every day down here in McDonough.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't get to travel to all of the clubs that I do trainings at anyway, because I have Alabama and Florida and South Carolina and
just Oh yeah, you're all over the place. Well, Family Life Center is a really nice fitness center. It's huge. It's big. There's plenty, and you're gonna have a good crowd. I think there's going to be a lot of people at it, so that's going to be really good.
Some folks with me too.
Perfect.
I'm other instructors too. So.
Good. Yeah, and they have the classroom's big. I'm sure Todd's told you, but it's really good size. So I'm excited to check it out.
You're going to be there, right?
Yeah, certainly. Can you tell us the time? What time's it going to be? So it's Saturday, 11:30, August 20th at Family Life Center. Perfect. Okay, excellent. And
anybody can come, and if you're going to come, bring a friend.
Yeah.
Statistics show more people like to work out in groups than by themselves anyway.
You're right. Yeah, and it's great that they're allowing everyone to try it out for free for the first time. So that's really nice. It's a great incentive. So anybody watching, make sure you come check that out and definitely come there. Well, I'll be looking forward to meeting you face to face in person, Susan. That'll be nice. That'll be great. And let me ask you a couple more questions, please.
Sure.
So let me say that, again, this has been wonderful. I'm glad that we got our first initial interview here, but would love to definitely have you come back on as a recurring guest. And there's different things we could talk about, endless topics. And I'd love to pick your brain more because you've definitely worn a lot of different hats and tried everything that there is in fitness and are always staying on top of it. If anybody out there is watching and they want to find more information about R.I.P.P.E.D training via website, how can they best find that out, and how can they best contact you directly too?
Okay, so the best way to get in touch with me, I'll give you my email. It's really simple, first name and last name, Susan Jessup, the number 1 at Yahoo. Very
Perfect.
easy.
Excellent. We'll have that on the screen too, so anybody can take that down.
And for R.I.P.P.E.D, that's pretty easy too. The website is www.ripplanet.com.
www.ripplanet.com. There it is. Excellent. That's great.
And you know what? If you go on to YouTube and if you type in the R.I.P.P.E.D with the little dots, R.P, you know, the little period.
Sure.
Out that way, or look for R.I.P.P.E.D, say season 25 or something like that. There are sizzle reels up and you can see a little bit of what the program looks like. And just an FYI, if you want to check it out, I'm in season 15, 16, 20, 22, and 25.
Very cool. Okay. Yeah, definitely we'll check that out as well. That's great.
Or you can actually type in my name. I think I've got something that I've filmed for them, and I get really animated on that too.
Yeah, certainly. I'm going to check that out as soon as we're done. But yeah, we'll again have Susan's contact information on the screen momentarily. But Susan, thank you so much again for taking this time out. This half hour flew by really fast. It was really quick.
Oh my gosh, it has, hasn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe that. It went by so quickly. But I think we got everything we wanted to tell everybody about R.I.P.P.E.D training. And again, I'll look forward to meeting you in person at the Family Life Center in a few weeks from now.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Me too. Yeah, likewise. And so let's definitely stay connected. And if you need any help with anything in terms of, Family Life Center and marketing, and I'll get the word out too. I'll tell my clients and everyone else, all the other colleagues, to make sure that they check it out.
I'd love to come back on.
Please, let's have you back on, and let's pick another topic via R.I.P.P.E.D training and jump right into that. That'll be great. Well, thank you again, Susan. And for the folks watching out there, here comes her contact information when we fade to black. And Susan, have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, everyone, there you have it. Susan Jessup right here on GoTarryn TV for the very first time. You saw her contact information, and I encourage you to check out R.I.P.P.E.D training as well. So thank you so much, Susan, if you're watching, for being here on GoTarryn TV for the very first time. Would love, love, love to have you back on, and you truly are an exceptional fitness professional. And again, I love it. I love the nickname Big Red, too, and it was so wonderful to have her on for the very first time here on GoTarryn TV, and I'll be looking forward to meeting her in person for the very first time at the Family Life Center. And hey, this is great. Met a new friend and a new fitness colleague to work with, and we're definitely going to be having her back on here in the very near future to do another video blog. So want to thank everybody out there for checking this one out, and I hope everyone's having a nice day so far. Start to your week, get your workouts in, and please do also some of the following if you don't mind to connect with yours truly. Please make sure to like GoTarryn on Facebook, subscribe to GoTarryn on YouTube, and follow GoTarryn on Twitter. And that way you'll stay connected with Tarryn the Traveling Trainer of GoTarryn Personal Training, who tells each and every one of you that it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. We will see you on the next video blog, everybody. Bye-bye.